Hey guys, welcome back to Lindasresinroom. So we're going to do 3 different things today. I have this little egg box. It just fits together like that, and I think that is so cute. So I'm going to do polyurethane resin today by Craftor for everything. I love the way the polyurethane mixes up, and I want these to be very pale colors. So we're going to use the Ceya Highly Interference Empire Yellow for my little egg box because I want to try to put some stickers on it afterwards. We'll see. And then I have this little thing, and it sits like this, and it holds an egg. It's got some little designs on it, which we can paint after, but I'm going to do it in the Rolio Lilac. And then for this tray, I'm going to paint it up after with some markers, but we're going to try this Nebula by Dawn Kapoor's in our polyurethane. So I have 3 different brands, different colors. They're even different consistencies. This is a highly interference. This is a regular pearlescent. And this is more like the diamond dust, the crushed crystal. It kind of reminds me of that. So we're going to see how these work. All right. Let's get us a stick here. I usually have a polyurethane stick, but I don't see it. All right. Ratty. Move these out of the way. Let's see. We'll do this one first. I probably need an extra small too, don't I? Because of, you know what? You know I'm going to mix up more than what I need. More than likely. So, give me just a minute to get some extra molds. Alright, I got a bunch of extra molds beside of me. I think I'm going to do 4 ounces for this sucker. So we're going to do, and I'm trying to do part A first. Because y'all know I usually do part B and end up with so much extra part A, trying to get it to equal itself out. I think it's the way that I look when I measured exactly where it needs to be on the cups, but I think it's the way the cups are measured. And it also could be that when you're pouring the first one and you think it's there and it's not settled out, and then you go and pour your second one, that could be part of the problem too. I hate how this drains down the side of my cup or my jar. Okay, let's wipe that up perfectly onto. Got that wiped down. Let's turn little Satan over here off. I swear that's what that thing is. Keeps me warm, but kicks on only when I'm on video. It has a mind of its own. Whoops! Did you see what I about did? About part 2. Got tongue tied. About put part 2 in before I even put any color. All right. I don't want a lot of color. That stuff flies everywhere. So try not to breathe when I'm dipping it out there. Hold your breath. All right, let's see how this will do. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to color it or how it's going to look. It mixed up well. Is that something pink? Felt like silicone. Okay. Doesn't take much to mix that mica powder up. Isn't that pretty? We'll see how it does in the polyurethane. Oh, I got some on the stick still. We definitely want to get all that mixed up. Okay, let's see if I can get that to drain down. And there it goes. Okay. Definitely want all that mixed. All right, let me get me some paper towels. Okay, because I want to clean the stick between that, just in case I take and mix it on that jug. All right, part B. Double check myself. Let's go up to 4. And this don't take no time. part B. All right. Put the lid on that in a minute. Let's just mix. I love polyurethane resin. I love the way that the white turns out when it cures. It's such a pretty white. Still scrape your sides on this just like you would with your regular resin as well, because you still need to get all that mixed. Okay. That should be good. Polyurethane only takes a second. It cures up quick. You can do a video in no time. You want to make something quick? This is a great way. I want that one. I can feel it starting to heat up. Now, I don't know if you can spritz alcohol before you do your polyurethane. I wished I knew, because I don't want to get bubbles down in that. And there's some letters, so I have no idea. Okay, let's fill this up. I know you can spritz it after, but it seems like when you spritz it, it starts to cure up a whole lot quicker. Okay, we're good on that. It held 3 ounces. So let's get this little jar here. Starting to warm up. I need it to get right down that little nib. There we go. Before it starts to cure, and then go around this before it starts to cure. You can see through this mold. This is my own mold, and you can tell if there's bubbles, and I see one. I'm going to have to dig them out. Didn't even hold an ounce. Okay. We're going to do some earrings. I don't want to end up losing any of my resin. I think this one needs another little drip drop. There we go. All right. I need some more. I hope it gets those little butterflies. I'm going to need more extras molds, I think. So that's done. It's starting to cure up on me. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take this little butterfly and just dump this right down in there, and he's going to come out funky. But it's the only thing I'm about to grab to try to get the rest of this out before it cures up. And it's starting to get sticky. Can't reuse your cup. One-time use and you're done. Yep, and we're cured. So, get that out of the way. You can already see that one turning white. I need to try to get this bubble. I got it. He's starting to cure. Get your alcohol spritz real quick. This one's going to have to be, I overflowed it. So it's going to have a trim after. I don't know if I can get that to come out or not. Nope, I better leave it alone. I'm gonna mess it up. All right. That was quick. So definitely did not measure that right. But it looks like it's going to be a light blue. Get this up before I stick my arm in it. Move that. So we're going to... It's still sticky. All right. I think 4 for that one. And watch it need more. So, this one's going to need about 2. All right, let's do this one next. I still have a couple of extras molds over here, but I'm going to get some more. Well, I'm trying to think. I don't think I'll overdo those as much as I did this one. So, we'll be okay. I got other stuff sitting beside of me. All right, 2 ounces for this one. Y'all, I talk to myself a lot. I have to convince myself of what I'm doing sometimes. So let's only do it. I keep stepping on that. I've asked my husband 1,000 times to get that out of here, and he don't listen. I'll do it today myself. It's usually what you do anyways, right? If you want it done, do it yourself. All right. Let's do our purple. And that's 1 ounce. Oh, have I never used lilac? Huh. Well. Guess we're trying it today. Thought I'd used this before. Maybe I have too and just aren't aware of it. Just a little tiny bit. This is the Roleo Lilac. Now let's get this color mixed in. Mica powders mix up really, really well in polyurethane. It's kind of like when you mix it with your mica powder with alcohol. That's kind of what it reminds me of. When you put it in there, like it mixes up the same way. Looks the same. Okay. This one won't heat up as quick as that one did. Alright. Wipe that off. Now let's do our part B. Let's go up to 2. Almost. There we go. Get this mixed. Ooh! It splattered. I'm the worst for that. Because the mix too heavy. Too heavy-handed. Alright. I think we're good. Wipe that off. Oh, I forgot to clean that. Shoot. Like I said, I think this will take the whole 2. Absolutely perfect. Could have used just a drip drop more, but I'm not mixing up more than 2. Because, I mean, it's to the top. You can follow that bottom down just a little bit. It's going to be no problem at all. Okay. There we go. Last little bit out of here. And I need to clean this spatula before that completely cures up on me. Alright, I'm going to throw that in that cup. And we're going to spritz this off and clean it. I forgot to clean it after the other. And if that cures on there, I bet I won't be able to get it off. I'll ruin another spatula. I do that all the time. And ruin these things just because I forget to clean them. Even though they're right in front of my nose. And I clean my cup. And forget the spatula. I think it's because I cover them over with paper towels. Okay, there's that. So 2, no extra purple. Alright. Now we're going to do 4. Okie dokie pokey. Get my part A. Let me move that out of my way. I hope 4 will be enough. We might end up having to mix up more. Okay, let's go up to 2. There we go. Get the lid on that. Move that over there. Get us our yellow. I just want a barely little tiny bit of color. Yellow may not be the best color. It'll look like a rotten egg. Look like the yolk, right? I just love this yellow color though. I think it's so pretty. But then I used it on the crosses the other day and hated it. I absolutely hated it. Okay. Colors mixed up good. Purple one's starting to cure. You see how quick that's curing up? I mean, it's just like boom, boom. I way overfilled that. All right, let's go up to 4. There we go. I have to wipe that down in a minute. All right. Mix it up. Mix up my sides. Okay, that should be good. Like I said, it don't take nothing to mix this stuff. I don't know, even if it would not cure if you didn't mix it up well. It's always cured. Now watch. It won't today. Please be enough. Please be enough. Okay, let's see if we've got enough for the bottom. Let's move this over here where I can get to it. I didn't bubble that one up, dome it, because I wanted to make sure I got enough for the bottom. And I do. Let's dome that one there a little bit. Now we can finish doming this one. And this one's going to take 4 ounces. So, 4 ounces for him. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And I think he'll take what we can scrape out of the cup as well. Good deal. And I'm splattery today. Okay, so no extras for that. So the only thing I had extras for was the first one. And if I had done 3 ounces for that sucker, we wouldn't have had any extras. But I am glad we got a few extras. I like doing the extras. Okay, and this little egg, I do want to try to put some stickers or something on it. Once it's cured, I gotta wipe that down with some mold release spray. Saves you spatulas. Alright, move this out of the way. Put this back up here. Move these over. I have a certain way that I have everything organized, if you're wondering. Okay, spritz, spritz, spritz. Let's wipe this. Always on your part B, wipe your lid. I don't care. You don't have to on your part A if you don't want to, but this part B will get stuck if you do not get every bit of that out of there, because it dries and It's really hard. That's what I mean. I think it would cure without the Part A half the time. Alright, guys, we're going to let all this cure up. We're going to come back, demold it. This one didn't get much. You'll move on. We'll demold everything, work on it, get it all done. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright, guys, the blue is completely cured down, cooled down. These are almost completely cool. So, we're going to go ahead and start demolding. Get my little boxes out here. We're going to have to trim up around the edge of that. You can see that there. Where's my little clippers? Just get you some cuticle clippers and you can go right along through there and just clip that right off. And it works so good. So easy to do. Because I always overfill this. I'd rather trim it off this way and have it completely full. Okay, there we go. Now the bottom is smooth. It's pretty. Very, very light blue. Now the lid. I know I'm going to have to trim the lid. Oh, I got a bubble. And that was the one I was trying to get out too, wasn't it? I must not have done a very good job. No? Is it? Yes, it is. Alright. Same way here. I find overfilling this helps my lid to stay in the jar a little better. Because of the piece I molded, the thing's not big enough. And if the lid just will not stay down in that little jar. But if you overfill it, it works a little bit better. So, that's why I do that on this lid. It's on purpose. I mean, it's just so easy to go around it and just trim it. And I do it on the side. That way I don't take away any of the height. Okay. There we go. And for some reason, that just doesn't seem centered to me. I don't know, but it helps the lid to stay on better. Still a little loose, but not like it is if you don't overfill it. Okay, these are definitely going to have to be trimmed. Let's see about the butterfly. Okay, got a couple little bubbles. I'm not going to do anything to that. It's got quite a few little bubbles. It'll go in the bin to be thrown in as a filler. And these definitely need trimmed. It's easier to do it now than let this completely cure. Polyurethane gets really hard. And I find if I do it when it's just a little bit soft, I get a little bit better job done. Let's go this way. Okay. They're still bendy. Like I said, that's how I want it when I clean these up. So I find it's much easier for me to do it now. And then once it's cured, you can take your nail file and go over it. Okay. think we got it good. There's a little couple of little tiny micro bubbles on the bottom. I don't think that'll matter too much. Now this poor little thing, I overfilled him bad. Okay. This trimmed off. Well, I mean, it's going to trim up just as well. So, definitely going to have to take a nail file to them when they're completely done. If I could hold still and not shake so bad, I could do a much better job. But what can you do about your jeans? Can't help it. Okay, and then right down in here as well, and over on the other side. This one I really overdone it. Now the inside, I'll wait till it's cured before I can get down in there because I can't get it right yet. And then I can take my my scalpel. I don't know, it's coming out pretty good. Use this just like I would the scalpel and kind of scrape it around. There we go. All right, I think those will be okay. Gosh, I hope I did that on the camera. I didn't think about that. All right, now we got to paint this little sucker. That is really, I love that blue. Isn't that pretty? Got a bubble right there. All right, move that out of the way. Now this one's going to have, oh my gosh. I thought I seen a huge bubble, but I think it's a micro bubble. Oh gosh, this thing's going to be hard to demold. This mold is stiff. I've got to try to turn it inside out, I think. It's got a lot of micro bubbles. Okay. Got it. All right, now flip this back the way it needs to go. All right, see all these little micro bubbles? I've definitely got to sand the bottom. I got the Let's Resin sander. I've only used it a few times. Does anybody else have one? Because I sent a message to the Let's Resin company. Mine won't hold charge. Is it meant to only be used if it's plugged up? Because I thought, I mean, the first time it held charge really well. And I've been trying to charge it. And it won't hold a charge. It dies on me as soon as I turn it on. Within like 5 seconds, it's dead. So I sent them a message and asked, am I doing something wrong? I'm letting it charge for 12 hours and it's showing that it's charging, but then when you unplug it, it's dead. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if it just has a bad battery. But I got it back in September and I've only used it a couple of times. So I don't know if that's normal for that. Does anybody have one that can answer that for me? All right. I think we'll paint the bottom and this part the same color. Or we could put a little, and then put some little rhinestones around it or something. And then I'm going to fall down the bottom. All right. The yellow one. The bottom's probably going to be easier. Yeah, this one's much more stretchy. See, doesn't that look more like an egg? That pale yellow in that instead of white. Okay. Oh, the top's not as stretchy. Well, I mean, it is a stretchy. It's just where the base is small. So let's get this out of here. Okay, I got a little bubble there. But it's no big deal. Isn't that cute? Now see if I can get some stickers around that. I don't know if you're supposed to, I guess that's so you can pick the lid up to hold on to. I feel like it needs something up there though. It's cute. It needs just a little fall. It isn't bad at all. Yeah. Not bad at all. Okay, that one's good. Let's see if we can. This one will. Doesn't need much. We've trimmed them up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get these fixed up. Okay, see what we want to do with those here in a minute. Let's paint this sucker. I want the dark blue for the happy Easter. Now, wrong side. I like the little brush tips. And then we will just take some alcohol and go around this and try to clean it up the best I can. Hopefully I don't have bubbles down in there that you're going to see these colors, that it's going to smudge to. And then, yeah, I hate when pieces do that. End up with all these little bubbles you don't see, and then you go to clean it up and you've got the color that gets down in all those little micro bubbles. I think the metallic paint pens are so pretty. I got a couple of different sets. Okay, almost. You can see I get paint everywhere. I can't hold it still down in there. Okay, and we're just going to take, let's do some greens. That looks like a leaf. Get the right side of the pen. Green is so pretty. Did I get that leaf good? I think so. And there's another little leaf over here. So we're going to do it the same green, make them match. Okay, I think I got that one. I see some little micro bubbles inside of the leaves and things. All right. Do a red egg. Here we go. Now the bottom one, let's do purple since that's what I grabbed next. It's going to be a purple egg. And you could do it all different colors if you wanted to. Each little line different. I just want mine solid. Trying to get down in there all the color. It's hard to get down in the little lines sometimes. That's why I get it everywhere. And like I said, we're just going to wipe it all off. So, but yeah, there's some little micro bubbles. All right. Get these little dots that are round. I think they'll look cute in a brown looking color. Okay, let's see, we've used that one and that one. and that one, and that one. All right. Now we're going to do some little flowers, different colors. Here's a light purple. If I can get it to go right down in the center of the flower. Take out little tiny dots. There's a light purple. This one looks kind of like a pink. There we go. Let's do a light blue here. I don't want to use the same colors over, so I want different. Oh, there's a dot I missed. You see him? And that's the wrong brush. There we go. Okay. There's another looking pink color. Those kind of look the same, almost. Very similar. Trying to get it down in those little dots. Like I said, some of the areas are just so small. You could take a color and just kind of wipe it, but then you have the same color for everything, and I want different color. Okay, I think it's going to have to be good enough. Now these look like orange, but they end up being a gold looking color, and I think they're ugly. That's why you don't see me use them often. Wrong side. We might do one that color, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the little ones. Try to get this little tiny one up here. There's another purple. See if we can get this one right here. I can't get the brush hardly down in it. I flay the tips of the brushes trying to do this. Okay, now it looks orange, but it ends up being, see what I mean? It's more like a brown gold. It's kind of just ugly. That's an ugly color. I mean, it's not horrible ugly, but it's not pretty. There we go. We got two more. Is that the green I used, or did I use a different green? Oh goodness, I don't remember. I know it wasn't this one. And we'll do one in the gold. I don't like this gold either. I don't think it's pretty gold. Okay. Now, we've got them all painted up. Get our paper towel, alcohol, and we're just going to try to wipe all this color, the excess color. Oh, look. The mold must have been messed up, because now you see how it gets a hold of that color. So we're going to put a little bit of clear resin on top of this. Just regular epoxy. I don't know. I believe I could probably put some UV and get that to cure if I just do a very thin layer. See what I mean? They just kind of attached to that polyurethane resin there for no reason. And now you got that. Oh well. What can we do? Alrighty. Put these colors up. I don't want them anymore. Let's see if we can get some polyurethane and polyurethane. Lord, lose my mind. UV. And cure this up. All right. On craftor. They got these in small bottles too. So you don't have to buy the big bottle. They have them in small ones. You can get a set of 3 small ones. These big bottles are nice when you use as much resin as I do. I'm just pouring that down in there, trying to get it to go down in all them little holes, which I may have to pluck out some bubbles, you know, because we don't want bubbles down in there. All right, now let's just... I'll put it under this light for 2 minutes, and then I'll put it in my double light. Even though I'm not going to turn the bottom on, I just need the top so I can move it out of the way and make sure it's completely cured up. Okay, that should be plenty. Remove this. Now, where's my little torch? I got a little torch here somewhere. This is a butane lighter. Now, I thought it would be like a regular lighter like this one. But watch this sucker. Ooh, it's like a torch. So we're just going to go over this real quick. And I see a bunch of bubbles down in there. So now I need to find my little pokey tool. And I need to pluck every one of these little bubbles out, because you're going to see them if you don't get them. I'll get them to come to the top, and then we'll pop them again. That's what's... And I'm trying to be careful and not get my color out of those little areas. And just get the bubble. I see a lot of bubbles. Okay, I gotta get down here eye level and look over top my glasses. I know, I'm weird. It's habit. I can see perfectly fine out of my glasses, but I just got the habit of looking over them. Or when I'm on my phone, I take them off. My husband's always laughing at me, telling me I'm so weird. Got my glasses on and take them off so I can see. I went when I was young. I needed glasses since I was in about 3rd, 4th grade. Very young. But I have a good mom and daddy. I really do. So don't take this wrong. My mom thought that kids couldn't have bad eyes. So she thought my sister and I were pretending. And she wouldn't take us to the eye doctor. So when I was in about 8th grade, my teachers would always put me at the front of the class so I could see. And when I was in about the 8th grade, I had a teacher named Miss Kennedy. I will never forget her. She was a reading teacher, English teacher. That's what she was. And she set me up with the Lions Club to get my first pair of glasses so that I could see. I will be forever thankful for that teacher. She went above and beyond what anybody... Oops, I missed a spot right there and didn't put color in it. But I am so thankful for her because it made my mom realize that kids can have bad eyes. And then she took my sister to the eye doctor and got her glasses as well. But if it wasn't for that teacher, neither one of us would have ever got glasses, because my mom really thought that kids couldn't have bad eyes. This has been, almost 50 years. Well, it's been since, let's see, how old would you be at that time? I was born in the 70s. So it was in the 80s when I couldn't see. 80s and 90s, late 90s, or 80s, early 80s, late 80s. So I guess it was mid 80s when I got glasses finally. But anyways, just a little story, because I like to talk, if you haven't figured it out. Okay, I think I've got all my bubbles, even though I missed right there, and I missed a little dot right there to put color in as well. Oh well, those two aren't getting color. They're going to stay blue. All right. There we go. Now, we'll put that under the light for 2 minutes. Oh, I see another bubble. Come on, bubble. If I don't get you, you're going to end up curing. There. Because I'm telling you, it don't take just a second and that stuff's cured up. All right, we need to follow these down and put some color on them as well. I can follow them later. I just need to get some color on them. And these I'll spray. I don't dome them. They look really pretty domed, but it adds more weight. And I think earrings shouldn't be that heavy. My opinion. I don't like a heavy earring, and that's why I don't do it. Some I do. Some I will dome, especially if I know it's somebody that likes a big earring, or I think it's going to be much prettier that way, and I'll just try to dome it with as little UV resin as I can to keep from adding so much weight. Okay, those are good. Let's see if we can clean them off a little bit, just because of where I did get a little sand, I guess, around through there. Don't want any on the top. We got to decide, do we want to do like a darker blue? Do we want to do what color? A dark blue would look pretty, don't you think? The dark blue metallic. I think it would. Okay, let's get the dark blue metallic pen back out. And just paint over. I mean, if you wanted to take your time, you could look at this and try to paint each little thing separate down in there. But I just don't have time to do that. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this one. And these will just get a spray seal. I'm going to clean the sides up too, because I just missed that one. Try to get down in those little leaves there. There we go. My nose is trying to run, guys. Allergy season really gets me. Okay, 2 minutes there. I'm going to put that up. I'm going to stick this under my table. Then I'm going to let that go for another 3 minutes just to see if I can get it to completely cure up. Now, oh yeah, that dark blue is really pretty against that light blue, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? See if I can get this cleaned up this way instead of having to take something to it, because I didn't get very much on it. Isn't that pretty? I don't know. I might dome these just to see what it'd look like. They're not very heavy at all. So let's dome them with some UV just to experiment and see if I like them better that way. I think I will. I really think I will. Okay. Now I'll get the sides on this one. Especially if I'm going to dome it. I don't want it to go down the side of them. The only thing I wish Bond Crafter would make a high viscosity UV resin, because they don't. I bet they do. I bet they will soon. I really do, because I know I'm not the only one that has said that. I seen somebody else on their page the other day said the same thing, and I had to absolutely agree. Bond Crafter, you got to make us a high viscosity UV resin. Because this is a high viscosity, but it's not made by them. But I don't have to worry so much about it going over the edge. With this being so small, I'm not risking it by using a regular viscosity UV resin. Alright, get my little sloth. Okay, now I can take this and go right up to the edge and don't have to worry so much about it going over the edge because it's a high viscosity. Get it to go all the way around, everywhere. Now let's get the bottom here. Try to do the same thing. I'm trying to push it down in all those little holes as well. And trying to use as least amount as I can because I don't want to make these too heavy. I know y'all probably seeing the top of my head. You see me just grab that and right there. Let's fix that back up. Okay, that one, it looks good. Now let's see if I can get this one. So you can just drag that resin and go right around that. And it does wonderful. And you can do this with regular UV as well. But like I said, you have more of a chance of it flowing over the sides. And I've touched it up there. So I've got to be very careful. Because I'll pull it over myself if I'm not very careful. Okay. There we go. They both look good. Now, I need to get my light back out. I'm going to... This is a heat-resistant mat, guys. It's for the oven, a Teflon oven mat. Works great on your workspace. Okay, let's give that 2 minutes. And then we'll be back and we'll decorate the rest. See you in just a moment. Alright guys, so those have came out of the light. This has came out of the light. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these together. I went ahead and I painted this purple and we're going to put some rhinestones on it. I got to find some stickers for that. So we are almost done here. Take your little, I take a little loop and you twist it to the side because you don't want to weaken your jump ring. And then just line that back up, twisting it back together. I always put my small jump ring on first on my my earring hooks because I find it's easier to put it on this way if this is already done. But you can do it however you normally would do it. And then I use a bigger one. And I have mine separated. These are all my hooks by color. And I got these boxes at the Hobby Lobby for $2.99. So I've got 6 millimeters here, 8 millimeter, 10, 10, 12, 12, 14, 14. And I kind of labeled most of them. I guess I forgot to label some of them. So I find it's easier if I do that. Okay, and then you put your earring on there, and then you can hold your hook up and see that that's going to be the back. And put that on there, and then you know you've got it put on right. And that's why I do mine that way. And then just twist it the same way. I probably could have used a smaller size. These are 10s. I probably should have used an 8. But doesn't matter. Put that. Hold my hook where I know what's the front and the back. And now I got those put together. And I know they'll be right when you wear them. And that's all you have to do to that. And then I have backs in here that I put on them. Like these little squishy backs. I don't know what you call them. Oops, I've lost one here. Let's put him back in the box. Oh no, that goes to my sloth. Because I do keep one on my sloth. So then I can put these on there. And they have a little earring back. Okay. Did I poke? Thought I might have. These are 6 millimeters. They shouldn't poke through. Okay, I gotta find some stickers for that. We're gonna do this real quick. Got I wanna do purple. Okay. Got that. Where's my little green thingy? I like this color. I'm not going to do a whole line. I'm just going to do one here and there across the top. Now this is already dried. Where's my glue? Hopefully this is the one that'll come out good. One of these do and one of them don't. This one doesn't. It's got a lot of glue in there. It just doesn't want to come out very fast. Now this one does, or should be this one. Okay. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue. I'll have to clean these up because I'm going to have glue everywhere. That glue stretches. Okay, shake. And you can get your rhinestones and line them right where you want them. I have the hardest time because you can see how I shake when I try to do these little, when you're trying to do fine motor skills. I guess that's what you'd say. And then all that extra glue, I will take a Q-tip with some alcohol and get it off once all this is completely dried. Okay, just a couple more. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to spray seal this. Now when I spray seal it, it's probably going to take some of the shine of my rhinestones away. Alright. 2 more and this little sucker will be done. And there we go. Isn't that cute? All right, that is it, guys. I need stickers. Let me find some stickers. Be right back. All right, let's see if we can find a sticker of these. These are butterflies. They're pink. They're really pretty. Now, I gotta take these gloves off to do this. Okay. See how thick my gloves are? Love those suckers. I'm gonna get this part and I'll be right back. Alrighty. See, I think that yellow and that pink right down in there will look really pretty. I just gotta make sure I don't get a bubble under it. And it's just a regular sticker. I'm not going to cover it over with anything. Come on. I'm just going to stick that on there and smooth it out. Kind of hard where it's curved. But isn't that pretty? And then we'll put another one over on this side. Is it the same or is it different? It's the same. We'll just do the same one. Hopefully I can get this one to come apart as easy as I did that one. Watch, this one will give me trouble because I didn't stop the camera. Oh, I got it. There we go. Oops, there. So I'm going to put this one right here. Try to keep it from getting too many bubbles. It's going to have a couple just because it's not flat. But can't do anything about that other than try to spread it out the best you can to make it look good. There we go. It is so pretty. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to snap some photos, and that'll be it. I'll see you guys back for the next video. So, bye for now.
In Linda's reason